Hi, I'm Elizabeth Herbst Brady, Head of North American Revenue and Global Client Solutions. I'm so excited that you've joined us for what is going to be a very new, kind of newfront. Today, we're going to take you on a journey, transporting you far from home, even though none of us are actually going to be leaving our homes. Along the way, I hope we will be demonstrating our unique value in this ever-changing marketplace. We play big and at scale. We are where 900 million people come from around the globe to connect to their passions each month. 80% of the US internet population engages in our universe. This breadth drives reach across all key audiences. Built on a foundation of trust, our ecosystem creates value and stability for our partners, which is supported by 3 different pillars. First, we have personalized, shop now, leaned in content experience that give us a direct relationship with our consumers. They come to us intentionally, not passively, and they have made us the #1 brand in news, in finance, and in fantasy sports. Second, layered over that unique first-party data that we get from that content and bolstered by our next-generation contextual targeting solutions, we're able to drive performance at scale through our omni-channel and full-stack advantage. And third, innovation. It's in our DNA, and it's illuminated by the immersive storytelling experiences we are creating for our partners. We are helping them break through and capture consumers' attention. When you bring it all together, we are truly connected and delivering for our partners quality connections that are scaled for growth. Today, there are going to be 3 chapters for our journey: premium content, performance, and innovation. Because especially in these challenging times, it's about helping our partners, you, connect, perform, and innovate. So let's get to it.
Hi, I'm Yahoo reporter Brittany Jones-Cooper, and I'm going to be your guide today. Let's start our journey with what our consumers love about us, our premium content. If you think about it, there have been some dramatic financial headlines this past year, from sobering news of the employment crisis to the volatility of GameStop stock. Yahoo Finance is with consumers every step of the way. With an average of 101 million users per month, Yahoo Finance Network is #1 in engagement among finance and business news. For our retail investors, premium means credibility. Yahoo Finance delivers 8 hours of live bell-to-bell coverage each weekday, access to business influencers, VIP virtual summits, and advanced tools to help our users manage their portfolio. From the election to coronavirus, consumers are looking for credible news. And here, premium means trust. In a world of red and blue, Yahoo News is purple and draws on a wealth of recognized news talent to present the facts so readers can make up their own minds. Yahoo News is now the 2nd most consumed news property in reach and time spent for Gen Z. We are reaching audiences on our platforms and on social media. Yahoo News hit over 1 million followers on TikTok in the last year. So premium also means growth. We believe premium is where content and technology come together. And nowhere is that more evident than in sports. To explain more, let me turn things over to the host of The Rush, our daily mobile-first series covering the most talked about topics on Yahoo Sports. Please welcome Jared Quay.
Thanks, Brittany. In sports, premium means partnerships. And for live sports and highlights, we have partnerships with all the major North American sports leagues: NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, and NASCAR, which brings fans a front row seat to all of the action. And nothing brings fans together like sports, so this bears repeating. We have all the major North American sports leagues. Let's start with some exciting news. Yahoo is an official season-long fantasy partner of the NHL. Hockey is one of the biggest sports globally with over 2.2 billion fans. And for hockey fans, we're going to offer game highlights and other NHL content through Yahoo Sports and Fantasy. And as betting continues to open up across the country, we are happy to announce we are the official sports betting partner of the NHL. This further strengthens the Yahoo Sportsbook for our betting fans. Now let's move on down the court and talk a little basketball. Through NBA League Pass, we offer access to live in and out of market games. And through Yahoo Sports, we've expanded fantasy and gaming integrations as we are the official fantasy game of the NBA. Slam dunk. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we've got football. Fans are gonna flip over what we got lined up for the upcoming season. We got all the NFL action, live, local, and primetime games, playoffs, and Super Bowl 56. It's all free on your mobile device on Yahoo Sports, Yahoo Mail, and Yahoo Fantasy apps. Of course, having the game is just part of the story. It's how and where you experience it. Last season, Yahoo Sports unveiled Play AR, a feature that created graphical replays of key NFL plays using NFL's proprietary next-gen stat player tracking data. You have the ability to track with enhanced game stats for players who are part of the play in near real time. It's like you're in the game. The NFL was also an initial launch partner for a co-viewing technology called Watch Together. Developed during a time when we couldn't get around our buddies, we brought fans anywhere in the US in a virtual setting to cheer on their favorite teams. It was perfectly synced as if everyone was in the same living room. And thanks, Fast Company, for recognizing Watch Together as a top 10 innovative live event of 2021. Watch Together isn't just limited to sports either. We brought audiences closer, whether it was the presidential inauguration or Alicia Keys and Miley Cyrus performing at Verizon's post-Super Bowl concert to benefit small businesses. However you watch, the heartbeat of all of this action comes from the fans. It's actually the fans we had in mind when we created Draft Together. It allows up to 12 fans around the US to live stream their fantasy drafts. Now you can finally see the reaction of your best friend's face when you draft that starting running back and he doesn't. It's gonna be a game changer for the fantasy space and add a whole lot of trash talking come draft day. Throughout every step of fandom, we wanna ensure that you're completely immersed in the action and guarantee the best seats in the house. What do you say we meet a real player to talk about all of this? Better yet, how about we meet one of my favorite players? Even better, how about we meet one of the most elite quarterbacks in the game, someone with the most regular season wins, 2 Super Bowl appearances, and the second highest passer rating in NFL history, 8-time Pro Bowler, Russell Wilson. So we're welcome to have you, man. First off, how are things, man? How's the offseason?
Man, off-season's been good. Obviously, I've been training like crazy. I think also, too, just traveling with the family a little bit.
And that's my question to you is, like, obviously, it makes it hard to be a host with a child. So obviously, being a star football player with kids, does that make the offseason tougher? Adding more weight on?
No, it makes it more fun is what it does. We've been having a blast. Just, you know, and I think to be able to see your kids all day, every day, you know, has been a cool little journey.
To talk a little football, man. What's your predictions for this year, man? Are you coming in? Is this the year you win it all?
I think this is the year we got a chance for sure. You know, you don't play this game to come second. You can play this game to win it all. You know, to have a chance to win the big one, and hopefully we can do that.
Super Bowl or bust.
Yeah, you know.
You heard it here first. Russell's guaranteeing the championship. No, I'm messing around. Speaking of football, we get fans back this year, which is going to be cool. And what's even cool about that actually is Yahoo just unveiled Draft Together, which allows 12 fans to basically draft live stream together. Yeah. And I guess my question to you is, how important is fantasy to football?
But the cool part, you know, for me as a player is that, you know, when I get to go walk around town or wherever I am, you know, fans say, I got you in the first round, let's go, you know. Hey, you helped me win my work, you know, fantasy football league. And so it's been fun. And I think what it does is that it brings the fan that much closer in terms of the players, and they really get to know the players. And I think it's just been a blast. And no matter if you watch football a ton or not, now it makes you want to play the game.
There's a lot of technology that's changing the game. I mean, we're seeing greater connectivity than ever. I mean, we got Play AR where you can see stats real time and live. And we got Watch Together, which allows fans to basically be in different rooms, but watching it as if they're in the same room. How do you feel like football and technology coming together is going to make the sport better?
Well, every time I go into these new stadiums, you get, you know, 5G, you get the experience like never before. I think also, too, you know, with Play AR, I just think it deepens the engagement and experience for the fan. You know, no matter if I go to London, no matter if I'm in New York or Miami or wherever we go, I think the experience for the fan to be able to see the game like never before, to engage in the game like never before, to feel and hear the game like never before. And, you know, so that's always been a blast, and I think that it's changing the engagement level of the game, but also, not just the game of football, but you think about all sports. And I think to be able to take that into stadiums across all venues and across all, experiences from sports to live concerts and more, I think that's what really makes it really fun.
The technology enhances everything. I can't wait for the Russell cam where you got a camera on your head and we can see what you see, because you make it look easy on TV, but I know it's not, man. How could we get, basically, when it's the fourth quarter and you got big guys running at you still throwing touchdowns at decaf, how do fans get to be able to enhance that and see that?
Well, just as long as the defense can't see what I'm doing, I'm good. But, just for the fans to be able to come into the huddle, come into the experience of me dropping back and making that decision and seeing what I'm seeing, and to be able to escape outside the pocket and to get outside the pocket and hit a guy, hit DK deep down the field or Tyler. I mean, there's nothing more thrilling than that. So I think, the cool part to it all is when the game's on the lines, fourth quarter, it's 1 minute and 20 seconds to go, to come into the vision and the experience and the feeling of that. That's what I would want to see as a fan, and I love to see watching other players and other athletes and other sports too as well do it. So I think that for the fans to really tap into my brain and tap into my vision and my mindset, that's where the game really evolves, and I think it's definitely doing that with Verizon.
Fantasy-wise, man, running touchdowns count for 6 points for fantasy owners. Passing counts for 4. So can we get you to run more touchdowns? Can we get you to be a little more selfish?
Yeah, the running touchdowns are good. I might have to take you up on that. Hopefully we do more passing and more running. Listen, I think that, I'll have to run a couple more in for you just so you can get your points up. But, I'm going to still keep throwing a bunch of them.
Well, look here. Thanks, Russ, for spending this time with me, man. Best of luck this season, and let's go win a championship. You want to,
Yeah, let's get it done. Yeah. Come on, let's get it done. Let's get a championship, man. Let me see that ball, by the way.
Oh, man. You see this cool set we got right here, man?
I just want to make sure.
I'm technically playing defense on you right now based on the setup.
Well, I'm not going to throw you the ball then.
Wait, is Russell Wilson still here? Oh, no big deal. Just asking for a friend. So, as you've seen, our lean-in content and utility is naturally identity-driven. Sports, finance, entertainment, people log in and take action. Now, as we journey through Chapter 2, let's connect the dots at how our content can move the needle for you. This is the intersection of strong identity-driven content and brand performance. You've always relied on us to provide a strong identity graph, and a cookieless world isn't going to change that. We're building a better recipe and future-proofing identity. We've recently rolled out our people-first solution called Connect ID, which is built on first-party identity. Connect ID helps advertisers target and reach the near 500 million users we've mapped globally, wherever they spend their time, mobile, connected TV, or digital out-of-home, while respecting choice and privacy. Whether it's a live sports broadcast or a billboard in Times Square, our unified stack gives you the most direct path to premium inventory across channels. You can buy, measure, and optimize ads, all without third-party cookies. Whoa. It's a simpler, more transparent solution that works across our demand and supply platforms. Through our unified stack, we're able to forge deep and meaningful partnerships. We recently announced a strategic partnership with Vizio to deliver new cross-platform and connected TV advertising solutions anchored in unique TV viewership data and premium programmatic inventory access. And where we don't have identity, we have contextual targeting. Our next-gen audience solutions powers targeting based across interest and demo, so at every turn we can deliver results and maintain ad relevance. Connect ID and next-gen audience solutions are just two pieces of our powerful omni-channel platform that allow you to find and activate your audience. But don't take our word for it. Here's Alia Lamborghini, Verizon Media's VP of Sales and Partnerships, with a very special guest.
Thank you, Brittany. Hi, everyone. I hope you're enjoying this journey. We have the potential to target your existing consumers and then grow your reach incrementally. No one knows this better than Vice President of Media, Digital Marketing, and Product Menu Development for Domino's, Christopher Thomas Moore.
Hey, Alia. Thanks so much for having me. Super excited to be with you guys today.
Can you talk a little bit about your business and why you were really well prepared to meet this particular moment?
For Domino's, we have a rich history of innovation. Over 60 years ago, we were one of the pioneers in the food delivery space. And, that focus on innovation has really been at the core of who we are. And And really the heart of that innovation sits with addressing the needs of our customers. You know, when we faced 2020 and the pandemic, this was another opportunity for us to really see how we could innovate. And the needs of our customers were really clear. People were concerned. They didn't know how to receive food safely. You know, we had to scrap all of our messaging and all of the media campaigns that we had planned for the year and actually shot an entire commercial via Zoom. It was just really crazy, new, innovative ways of doing the things that we needed to do. And all of that was important. It's because we had to get the right messages out to our customers around the safety practices and how we could actually facilitate their transaction in the best and safest possible way for both them and our team members. And technology played a big part of that as well.
You came to us in the fall of 2019. We started to work together, and our partnership has really evolved a lot since then, as has the whole world, really. So how would you describe our evolution and what you were looking to achieve initially, and how do you think we delivered for you?
Yeah, so for us, we have a pretty high bar that we set as far as our media partners. And so you guys know very well, right? And so for us, as we look at our partners and where we advertise, we're always evaluating what is the true incrementality of that. And we're not just looking at a standard ROI calculator. We're looking at IROAS, our incremental return on ad spend. And so to do that, it requires, a lot of technology, a lot of science to ensure that we understand what the incremental lift of an ad impression actually is. It took us a while, right, over the course of a year of multiple evaluations to understand really what was working for us. And we were super excited to see that we did see incrementality in our investment there. And so for us, as we move forward, we're super excited to see where we go from here, right? We've actually validated the DSP that we can drive incrementality. There's still a lot of opportunity for us to stretch and test and learn, but super excited to have that as the basis to continue to move forward.
What's next for Domino's? What do you want to push us on next? What are you most excited about?
As we enter into this new world, we have a lot of questions around how do we evaluate our media going forward and how do we ensure that we're driving incrementality for our system? And I'm really confident that we'll figure it out. We have great minds here at Domino's, and what's to come will be an interesting year, but hopefully it includes the end of this pandemic.
Full agreement there, full agreement. But now that we've figured out some of these amazing delivery opportunities with Domino's, I'm sure that will continue on. So Christopher, thank you so much for your partnership. You are fantastic to work with, and we appreciate you joining us for the newfront. And from here, I'll pass it back over to you, Brittany.
Thanks, Alia. But you didn't ask him whether it was okay to put pineapple on pizza. Next time. Okay, so we are making it super easy to build and design the ad creative that can run on both our properties and on third-party supply within the DSP. We have a full-service in-house agency, a global one-stop shop that can adapt your creative for traditional and emerging formats, from pre-sales ideation to post-sales execution and everything in between. No other DSP offers this service. This is just another way we ensure your creativity performs. We can partner on everything from mobile to sponsorships to Xbox to full-blown custom immersive experiences. To enable true omni-channel performance, we embrace emerging formats like connected TV and digital out-of-home. Here to tell you more, please welcome anchor and reporter for Yahoo Finance, Miles Udland.
Thanks, Brittany. Here's some breaking news. Streaming TV adoption has increased 50% in 1 year, and 44% of households have added a streaming service just since last April. So the time for programmatic connected TV buying is right now. As consumers move back and forth between the large screens on their walls and the small screens in their pockets, TV buying can no longer be treated as a standalone strategy. And this is where we have a leg up on the competition. Connected TV is supercharged when it's mixed in. This leads to more effective targeting, frequency, and measurement, and there is a lot to measure these days. Here's a fun fact. Every day, as people take action across our brands and seek out the information and content they care about, it all adds up to 200 billion daily data signals. 200 billion. And with people consuming video everywhere, identifying who's watching is more difficult and also more critical than ever before. Connected TV is one powerful channel in the digital world. And here's another. The proliferation of screens has opened up a ton of real estate in digital out of home. And through our DSP, you can access this market on a single platform, from billboards to grocery stores. And you can now use it to reach consumers up and down the funnel, including connecting the dots inside retail locations. This is why we've entered into an exclusive partnership with Cooler Screens, which enables brands to tell a story and drive performance all in the same activation. Cooler Screens replaces old glass cooler doors with gorgeous digital smart screens. Consumers get a far better experience in the frozen and refrigerated food aisle, and brands a new media channel for reaching audiences in the moments that matter most, those seconds right before they reach for that pint of ice cream or refreshing beverage. The platform is rapidly expanding across retail partners like Walgreens, Kroger, and GetGo, and it'll span 20,000 screens, reaching 55 million customers by August.
Thanks, Miles. Okay, now we're heading to the last stop on our journey, and this is where things really start to break open. Over the past year, there's been an acceleration of AR content and all things immersive. I love stepping into new worlds, going deeper into stories, and finding new ways to interact with products from the comfort of my home. And I'm not alone. In fact, 75% of consumers say brands that adopt new technologies in storytelling are more innovative. Let's venture into the future of what's possible in storytelling with the help of a super cool guy who's at the center of all this innovation. Please welcome creator, storyteller, and head of content for Yahoo Riot Lab, Nigel Tierney.
Hey everyone, the future of technology and creativity is going to be pretty epic. Tools I have on my phone today are far beyond what I could have imagined back when I started my career, or even just a year ago. 3D formats, real-time content, interactivity with digital humans, these are experiences we all now have available at our fingertips. What used to cost millions of dollars and required armies of engineers and design teams can render instantly. We now have the ability to personalize and curate the journeys that are most meaningful to each of us. We are mere moments away from a world where there is no finite end to what's real and what's possible. My 7-year-old son thinks a game is broken if it's not digitally placed in his environment. For him, the lines between his playroom and virtual experiences melt away. And that wee fella is not alone. I mean, look at where we are today. The whole virtual event is built on the Unreal Engine. What started off as a computer game I used to play growing up as a wee fella on an Irish farm is now a game engine technology powering Hollywood, Silicon Valley, and our newfront on a Tuesday afternoon in May. This is just a glimpse of what's to come. Imagine we're watching the Super Bowl together, and when the halftime show begins, you see the Strokes walk on stage, but I get to see Travis Scott. Same game, personalized to our passions, right from your living room. You listen to an audiobook every day on your walk to get a coffee. Now imagine, as you listen to the narrator, the world around you transforms, the environments shift, and you become part of the story itself. Everything around you becomes a choose-your-own-adventure. Welcome to a truly personalized era. We're no longer heads down, buried in our phones. I'm here to say the future is literally looking up. Welcome to a heads-up experience where the lines between tech, art, and creativity blur. To show you more how we're making this possible, please welcome Head of Premium Sales and Strategy, Marin Jackson.
We live in a 3D world, yet our digital lives have been confined to 2D. Scrolling through endless flat feeds on our phone, or capturing static memories, or looking at products tile by tile, digital has actually restrained us from experiencing real life. But that all changes with immersive. Immersive is going to allow us to engage as we live. We talked earlier about the ways we're premium, and there's nothing more premium than immersive content. It helps solve one of the toughest problems we all face in media today, getting people to stop and pay attention. Now, our editors are drawing on the power of this technology to let us take a walk in someone else's shoes or transport us to a place we've never been. And around me, you'll see all types of virtual experiences our publishers have built related to social justice or sports or entertainment or lifestyle. Take a look at this virtual fashion show we shot in volumetric capture for designer Rebecca Minkoff. Now, COVID prevented Rebecca from showcasing her spring collection live, but we were able to build a first-of-its-kind 3D AR experience where Rebecca's ready-to-wear comes to you. And Yahoo Riot Lab is the official innovation partner of New York Fashion Week this year. And we'll continue to build next-gen experiences with multiple designers this fall, offering passionate consumers a new way to discover and shop. Our timing couldn't be better. As retailers worldwide shut down, we've seen a huge spike in AR shopping, as more than 65% of shoppers now say they're really comfortable using AR when making purchases. And to bring our users closer to the things they really love, we're enhancing shoppable video, which grew 40% in just a year. So imagine you're watching a video on Yahoo Life about home workouts, and you eye this yoga mat you just gotta have. Well, now you can buy it right on the spot without even leaving the page. We're also giving you highly targeted opportunities to reach younger audiences. Our fastest growing content network in the know is doubling down on a number of shoppable verticals. First up, we're focusing on parenting and cooking. So we'll share the insider's guide to the easiest stroller to get on a plane or how to make a killer ramen in 15 minutes, all with the help from our favorite artists and influencers. And we're also using innovation in the way we serve ads. AR ads allow us to try out a lip color or perfectly personalize a new car or redecorate our apartments. And wouldn't it be great to see what that new couch looks like in your living room before you drag it up 3 flights of stairs? And it's no surprise that you'll see a 2.5 times higher engagement rate with these kind of sticky ads. So let's shift gears and move on to branded content. Riot Studio is our branded content arm. Innovation and creativity are at our core, and we develop engaging, next-gen content experiences for you, driven by data and distributed at scale. And the same way we target audiences for advertising, that identity graph, those insights, is the same way we serve branded content. We're helping brands show up in new ways with emerging formats, including live stream events, VR, AR pop-up shops, and gamification. And we teamed up with Doritos to create an augmented reality quest spanning 6 EU markets. Combining Geo-AR and blockchain technology, players could hunt for hidden virtual Doritos to win prizes. So think Pokemon Go with a crunch. And more than 500,000 people have played the game, and it's being rolled out to other countries right now. Another value of immersive is the power to build empathy. Mental health is a critical pillar of our mission. And with more people suffering from isolation, we're deepening our long-standing commitment to this space. We just partnered with the Wounded Warrior Project to develop a docu-style video series and a virtual town hall with the goal of destigmatizing the mental health struggles of veterans. And from the live stream event, we actually created an interactive VOD experience that allowed people to learn about resources or to make donations. And these are just a couple of the examples of working with partners like you to create beyond advertising using new formats of storytelling. This very newfront is a perfect example of the potential of extended reality and wasn't something that was even possible until recently. Everything we talked about today is going to get even better with faster speeds, with greater bandwidth. Every industry is going to be transformed by this revolution. And we know the future of live events are going to look really differently thanks to the rapid advancements in technology. And if you're like me, you can't wait for live music to come back. At the end of last year, the New York Public Library transformed into a virtual stage where users got to use their phones to watch a performance by Grammy-nominated Black Pumas. And you could see frontman Eric Burton's 3D avatar dance to their hit song Colors in front of an explosion of flora from the sidewalks of Fifth Avenue. So while we're all missing the excitement of going to a concert or shopping at your favorite store or watching the game with your best friends, we can help you create those feelings through immersive. And I think we'd all agree there's no going back from this extraordinary period of disruption. The question is whether your brand will sit on the sidelines or embrace the future of storytelling. And we invite you to jump in.
Thanks, Marin. Well, that's it for today. I had a blast, and I hope you enjoyed the journey, which brought to life how we continue to innovate. We have premium content and engaged consumers. We drive performance at scale. We innovate to ready you for the future. And when you bring it all together, it means our partners, you, are truly connecting with your consumers. We thank you for joining us today and look forward to working together soon.